What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Marvel Legends Venom series, Marvel's Poison. Here we do have Poison in the packaging. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get them open up, and then we'll have a better look at the figure inside. And so here we have Poison out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's take a look at what Poison comes with. Poison does come with the left arm of the Monster Venom Build-A-Figure, which we'll have a look at when Monster Venom is all put together. Aside from that, Poison here doesn't come with any accessories, which is a little disappointing. I would have liked to see maybe some alternate hands on him because he looks like a really interesting character. With that out of the way, guys, let's have a closer look at Poison. And so here we have a closer look at Poison, and I have to say I really do like his design. He has a really interesting design. It's sort of this metallic metal Iron Man feel to it because you can see all these panel lines, but at the same time it seems a little organic. Now let's actually take a look at his head. His head is actually nicely done. You can see there's some silver and black paint applied. I really do like that. And then he's also made of this almost marbleized, pearlized white plastic, which it does look really nice, although it does come off as a little bit yellow when you have it against white, like pure white, but I'm perfectly okay with that. Again, the head sculpt is done really well. I do like that. And I do like that they tried to put some silver paint in some of the panel linings, although I do want to point out that he doesn't have any panel lining paint on the back of him, so Poison here just has a lot of detailing in the front, which looks really nice. You can see the silver panel lining right here does really stand out against the pearlized white. And let's talk about this spider. I really like the way the spider is, although I don't know if it's supposed to be all going up or if it's supposed to like wrap around his body or something like that. I don't know. I didn't read the Venomverse comics, and that's where Poison came from. So I don't know if these spider legs, spider tentacles are supposed to be up in the air like that, or if they're supposed to be like surrounding his body like this. If they're supposed to be like this, I don't know why Hasbro didn't do that. If they're supposed to be standing straight up, then good job, Hasbro. Taking a look at his body, you can see his arms are kind of generic when it comes to the upper arm and the bicep, because they are just reused from, I'm calling it the Magneto body, the Black Panther body with the vibranium. But you get to his forearm here, and he has these really gnarly forearm spikes coming out. They almost flare from his wrist going up like that, so I do like that. You have the silver painted tips right there, which do carry over to the back, which I am glad about that. And then, again, we do get some panel lining right there, so all that detailing is good. It's kind of lost, especially because he has so much detailing and there's no paint to bring out some of the highlights. Like I said, the front has a good job with the highlights, especially right here on his legs. Except it's only right here on this part that he has the silver paint and not on the inner parts of his thigh, which is a little bit disappointing. Then we go to his legs, and again we get these generic boots. And you can see what I mean. It's almost like a yellowish color versus his boots. I don't know if that's an intentional thing or if that's how it actually is in the comics, but it is something to notice on camera. You can obviously see that his legs and then his boots are two different whites. But like I said, you don't notice it unless your camera is under harsh lighting like mine is. And like I said, he has a lot of detailing on him, but it's lost on his lower legs because his lower legs are just generic. And then his feet, again, generic. So some things to like about this figure and some things to hate about him. And me, I kind of dig the way he looks. I would have liked to see some poison parasites that he came with almost. That would have made this figure much better, but as it stands, it's still a really nice figure. So what we're going to do now is actually compare him to a few other figures you may have in your collection. So here we have Poison posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. And finally, here we have Poison next to a Marvel Legends Carnage and a Marvel Legends Venom. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually take a closer look at Poison's articulation now. He does have the standard Marvel Legends articulation. If you don't know what that is, let's run through it really fast. He does have a ball joint in the head, which he can actually look up pretty well. I'm actually surprised how well he can look up and down, and that's just on that ball joint. He doesn't get too much side-to-side pivot, but he gets really good up and down, so I do like that. His head, of course, does swivel on that ball joint. We also do get a hinge in the neck, which lets him look down and up, so you can see that works pretty well. And you get some good range when you combine both the ball joint and the hinge. His shoulders are a little bit of an issue here. Let's see if I can't get this on camera. If you move his arm up as it is, you get all the way out, so that's no issue. But if you have his arm forward and try to go back, you can see the shoulder actually butts up against his shoulder blade, and you really can't force it. You have to kind of move his shoulder up like that and then turn it. Because if you try getting it over like that, you're really not going to have any success there. So it is a design flaw on Poison's part. He does have a bicep swivel, which works really well. Double bend in the elbow goes all the way back, as you can see. He has a hinge and swivel at the wrist, no issues there. He has an ab crunch which goes back only to about there, but he crunches forward pretty well. He has a waist swivel which works fine. Legs do go forward and back. It feels ratchety on mine. Let's see. Yeah, it almost feels like his ball joints are ratcheted. I don't know why that is. But they go back, forward, and out only to about there. He does swivel at the thigh. Double bend in the knee, only goes up about 90 degrees, which is okay. Swivel at the boot, has a hinge in the ankle, which goes back and forward, and then forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, pretty good articulation on Poison here. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. So here we do have Poison posed for my final thoughts, and overall I really do like the way this figure came out. Although he is lacking in the accessories category, I would have liked to see maybe some poison parasites to go along with him, or even an alternate set of hands so we have open claw hands and closed fist hands. But as it stands, he's still a pretty okay figure. I do like his design in general. As I stated, I don't know too much about Poison, but I do know he's part of the Venomverse storyline, so there is that. If you can find Poison and you need Monster Venom, or you just think he's a really interesting figure, go ahead and pick this guy up. You won't be disappointed. I was lucky enough to pick up my Poison and the rest of the Venom series at my local comic book store, so huge shout out to Black Sheep Comics for getting these out to me so I could review them for you guys. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Marvel Legend videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.